introduced you to the street life?
My brother.
Your older brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was he showing you the ropes?
Let me tell you, nigga. My crib got shot up when I was like 14. I was some stupid ass shit. The bullet, that bitch flew like right past my face. They had shot the back and the front. Then they blew the car up and set that bitch on fire.
Whoa.
Shit was busting. I ain't gonna lie, it was going on. They can't crib up.
Whoa.
That bitch almost.
I ain't gonna lie, that would've turned me to a savage too. You blowing from the front and the back of my crib, the bullet go past my face, and then you goddamn blow my car up. I would've turned to a savage too. What the hell? My family staying here. Don't let me have like a little sister, a little brother too. On phone, that would've turned me to a savage. My mama stay here, boy. Somebody finna get popped. Phone them.
Almost hit me, dog. See what I'm saying, though? Shit like that. That play a part. All type of. Just seeing that shit every day. I was seeing it every day, see what I'm saying? So like everything I was seeing that shit all the time. Just like I'm doing right now. It's just I'm a part of it now, so it's definitely.
How did you receive the news about your brother passing, and you know, what was your immediate reaction?
Call him on, like, you know, call your OG. I called was crying though. Like when I called them, they was crying already and screaming, telling me, I called, you know, and she, that shit. I felt like I broke down though, boy. I'm just talking to him, you know, he told me he finna go to Cali, he finna go to the fight with Javante Davis, all type of shit. Damn, you know, that shit, yeah, cool.
Many of you know the story of Bloodhound Lil Jeff, the 22-year-old rapper out of Chicago, part of the Bloodhounds, who was catching hats, rapping about it, and met his tragic end while sliding on Trap City and getting gunned down.
That's crazy they got
But
this
not
on
many
camera.
know the story of his big brother, J Boogie.
Crazy.
Today, we'll be diving into the story of Bloodhound Lil Jeff's big brother, J Boogie. J Boogie grew up in the heart of Chicago's Southside, navigating a chaotic environment that shaped his destiny from an early age. Born into a household with his younger brother, Lil Jeff, the two shared a mother but had different fathers. Boogie's father was incarcerated in the federal system, leaving their mother to shoulder the responsibilities of raising her sons in one of the city's most unforgiving neighborhoods. The lack of a father figure combined with the volatile streets of Burnside meant Boogie's role as the older brother carried weight from a young age. Boogie spent much of his time in the Burnside neighborhood, specifically around Flipside, where he first became familiar with the street lifestyle. He was heavily influenced by the older generation and quickly gained the respect of his peers. Despite the harsh realities of his environment, Boogie managed to balance his childhood with typical activities like basketball and music. However, the streets eventually pulled him in deeper as he got older.
With the economy only getting worse and bills are getting higher and higher each month, you got to figure out a way to make money while you're in your sleep. And savings isn't the best way to do that because you only get 0.001% interest every year. So why don't you put your money into something that's going to make you money in your sleep, like stocks and crypto? And I'm telling you, a lot of people, including myself, have become rich overnight from investing into the right things and just holding our investments. But if you don't know what you're doing and you have questions about how to get into it, go ahead and hit that link in the description right now for the Crypto and Stock Millionaire course so you can become a six-figure earner and you can start living the life that you want to live. If you don't believe me, and if you don't believe me, check out my Instagram at guapboygdot and you'll see all the verification that you need. Let's get this money today.
A pivotal moment in Boogie's upbringing was his move to Woodlawn, an area not far from Drill City. He was good friends with J.B. bin Laden from 400 East. Their bond was rooted in a shared understanding of Chicago's drill culture and their mutual respect for the legacy of fallen icons like L.A. Capone. Boogie and J.B. were often seen together, and Boogie can be seen throwing up the L.A. hand sign in honor of Capone. During his time in Flipside, Boogie witnessed the death of close friends like Tay, who was killed in 2014. Flipside renamed their block Tay Block in his honor, a loss that left a significant impact on Boogie's outlook.
And it's just so crazy how somebody can be like, you 1 foot in, 1 foot out the streets, like, you know, you ain't all the way in, but you also is like, goddamn, you still doing some shit. And it's crazy how like a couple situations in a move or just a move in general could mess up, not, I wouldn't say mess up everything, but turn you into just something you never thought you would be. Like, I don't think Lil Jeff ever thought he would be a real, you know what I'm saying? Like, growing up, you just don't think like, yeah, I'm finna grow up, I'm finna be this. I'm finna be a whooper. Like, I ain't finna say, you know, of course I'm not finna say the real word on here. I'm finna be a whooper. Oh, hold on, this guy there, this vibe just text me back. She talking about some other. I ain't even goddamn for the response to that shit. I say what I said, baby. I just ain't want to ghost your ass. You know what I'm saying? So you feel me? Whatever you gotta say back, that's between you and God. But it's crazy, man. Like it just take one thing, one little situation, one slip up, one move, one thought, once anything, and you full blown street nigga.
His friendship with JB bin Laden became a defining aspect of his early years. Both were charismatic, ambitious, and deeply rooted in their respective neighborhoods. JB's rise in 400 East mirrored Boogie's ascent in Woodlawn, and their connection allowed them to amplify each other's presence across Chicago. They collaborated on music and shared the stage in several videos, representing the unity that could exist in Chicago's often divided drill scene. The two weren't just collaborators in music, they were homies in the streets. By the mid-2010s, the fragmented nature of Chicago's street cliques prompted Boogie and his peers to establish a collective that could unify different sets. The Bloodhounds emerged as a powerhouse, combining members from Drill City, Chris World, Trap City, and MTV L79. The Bloodhounds were more than just a gang. They became a symbol of power and respect. Their music served as both an outlet and a weapon, with tracks like Bloodhound Villains and Bloodhounds showcasing their dominance. Boogie's presence in these videos, often toting firearms and dropping disses, cemented his image as a leader who balanced loyalty with street business.
Leader is crazy.
While J Boogie was in the streets, Lil Jeff had dreams once. Before the streets, it was all about basketball. He hoped to make it out through the game, but things took a sharp turn when he didn't make his high school's varsity team. That failure crushed him. Feeling lost and unsure of his next move, Jeff turned to the streets as it was familiar to him. Jeff idolized J Boogie, watching how he moved in the streets and earned respect. At 14, Jeff faced his first real taste of violence when their house got sprayed up, with bullets flying past his face.
Yeah.
That moment left a mark on him.
So can you tell us like who introduced you to the street life?
My brother.
Your older brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was he showing you the ropes?
Let me tell you, my crib got shot up when I was like 14. I was some stupid ass shit. The bullet, that bitch flew like right past my face. They had shot the back and the front. Then they blew the car up and set that bitch on fire. Shit was bust. I ain't gonna lie, what was going on. That bitch almost hit me, though. See what I'm saying, though? Shit like that. That play a part. All type of. Just seeing that shit every day. I was seeing it every day, see what I'm saying? So at everything I was seeing that shit all the time. Just like I'm doing right now. It's just I'm a part of it now, so it's different.
One that set him on a new path. By 18, Jeff officially jumped off the porch, repping Drill City and eventually joining the Bloodhounds, the very crew his brother helped create. Lil Jeff's path in the streets led him to beef with Trap City, a set his older brother once called home. The tension hit a peak when Trap City allegedly backdoored Z Money, one of Jeff's closest homies. That betrayal lit a fire in Jeff, and he became relentless in his pursuit of revenge. Jeff taunted Trap City on social media, dropping names and claiming bodies. The irony of the beef wasn't lost on anyone. J Boogie, once a major figure in Trap City, now had a younger brother warring with his old crew.
Right.
It was a painful reminder of how the streets don't care about family ties. Once Lil Jeff was in, he went all the way. His antics on Instagram Live, brandishing heavy artillery and dissing dead ops, added fuel to the fire. Known for his wild demeanor, Jeff gained a reputation as one of the most reckless hitters in the city. He didn't just rep Bloodhounds, he embodied their energy. The streets took notice of Jeff after he allegedly avenged Z Money's death by taking out Trap City Lil. But the same bravado that earned him respect also made him a target. In June 2024, Jeff met his end during a failed drill in Trap City territory. Surveillance footage captured his final moments, chasing a rival into a house before being fatally shot in the chest. J Boogie's release in 2024 came just months after his brother's death. The timing was bittersweet. He was free, but the streets had taken Jeff. In interviews, Boogie didn't shy away from his regrets. He knew his influence had shaped Jeff's choices, a reality that weighed heavy on him.
How did you receive the news about your brother passing, and you know, what was your immediate reaction?
Call him, like, call your OG. Like, Kyle was crying though. Like, when I called them, they was crying already and screaming, telling me, I called, you know, see, that shit. I felt like I broke down though, but, you know, I'm just talking to him, you know, he told me he's finna go to Cali, go to the fight with Javante.
And just think about it, gang. Like, as a big brother, I know he didn't want his little brother to get in that street shit, because that's why Jeff was playing basketball. That's why he was like, I ain't saying he was a lame or nothing. He was with it, probably not with it, but like he was around probably still. Like, you know, he just wasn't a gang member. But him pushing him to do basketball, that's when he said he just didn't make the varsity team and he got into the streets. You know how many stories is like that, and not even in Chicago, just in the world, period. They didn't make it in soccer. They didn't make it in sports. They didn't get accepted to college. Just didn't work out. Then they became a full-blown street YN. And it's just crazy, man. Like, shit be going on. Just be crazy.
Days, all type of shit. You know, that shit, yeah, cool.
Music became Boogie's outlet. His track Letter to Jeff wasn't just a tribute. It was a confession, a way to process his pain. Through his music, Boogie hopes to honor Jeff's memory while shedding light on the cycle of violence that defined their lives. J Boogie's role in the Bloodhounds extended far beyond their formation. His leadership and charisma helped define their presence in both the streets and the drill scene. But the legacy of the Bloodhounds was also marked by loss, with Lil Jeff's death serving as a tragic chapter in their story. J Boogie's story and Lil Jeff's death underline the cruel irony of the streets. The same gang life that brought them respect and power also tore their family apart. The fact that Jeff was killed in Trap City territory, a place Boogie once called home, serves as a chilling reminder of how the streets don't play favorites.
There is no favorites in the streets, just beef. And J Boogie don't care about he used to be cool with them niggas. He riding with his brother. You see, he made a song about it. Like, he riding with his brother, bro. Like, right or wrong. I think Big Mike from O Block said the same thing, because Wookie, his little brother, he pretty much said, like, if any of the guys get on that with his little brother, he get on that with the guys like that.